everybody, it's Leslie. Just a little workshop video on Aquarius, really just about Aquarius. I don't even know if I call it a workshop. Just about Aquarius. Aquarius is a fixed air sign of the zodiac. It really is. And the symbol is a water bearer. And that's because you give so much and you're so gregarious and interested in people. This past year, your health hasn't been as good as you'd like it to be. It has been maybe trouble with your bones. You've had the sixth house in your sign, most of you, not all of you, most of you. And Saturn and Uranus, and Saturn rules the bones, so a lot of you may have had a lot of problems with some place in your body, the bones and pains. By the end of December, this is going to end, but it's been there, I'd say, a good while. You've had little problems that all your life. You've always been very healthy, very bounced back. People don't know where you get your energy, and all of a sudden, it's hard just to move sometimes. So this will end. I know you're seeking relief for this, but it will end a whole lot by the end of December of this year, 2020. And you'll be yourself again, your happy self, because you're not feeling as young and bouncy as you did either. As when I say young, I don't mean young. I do mean young. I mean just lots of energy. Okay. You're very cerebral. You're very you love mental things. You love mental challenges. You're very much into spiritual life of things, into psychic things, into just many things. And that's why a lot of you are psychics, because a lot of you have your Mercury in Pisces, which is a big sign of a lot of Aquarius, and a lot of psychic intuitive, being very intuitive. You like to talk about things like that, and you like to seek them out, and anything new, you kind of investigate what it is, whether you accept it or not. That's up to you. And as myself, as an intuitive, because I just don't really like the word psychic. And being an Aquarius myself, this is very true. We're very much into astrology and very much into intuition, ESP, which that word isn't used very much anymore, very much so. You're considered someone who can solve things quickly. You think quickly, thoughts come to you. And you also consider, sometimes you think ahead of yourself. You're talking what you're thinking, which isn't what you were talking about, and you're ahead of yourself. And then happens with a lot of Aquarius. I've had conversations with people tell me that, why does that happen? How does that happen? And it's kind of embarrassing in a way, and yet it's just the way you are, and there's nothing wrong with that. You're considered a very generous person in giving of yourself a lot. You like to help people, all kinds of people, from children to older people. You very much could be a culinary expert, or you could love to cook, love to keep your house, and that's especially if you have your Cancer in your house, Cancer as a major sign for you. You can be very futuristic, very possibilities of things can happen. You can see that happening. You're a very different sign than all the others in the zodiac. Very futuristic. That's the only word I can come up with. And see things in the future. And sometimes you see things that don't happen for a month or so, but it does happen. It does happen. It doesn't happen maybe a year or two later. Especially intuitives. We are especially not good the exact date of something. We can see it happening. I know I've had people say to me, "Oh, you said that was going to happen 5 years ago." I never believed it, but here I am. And I've run into people in different places that stop me and say that to me. And it is the way it is. That is the way it is. As a friend and a lover, you're one of the best friends of the zodiac. I would say this. Your close friends, your list of close friends is pretty short, because if you grow to trust somebody, because you are a great friend as far as your loyalty, your generousness, and you do almost anything for a friend. They're very much, your friends are like your family. And so it's a short list of people that you let get very, very close to you, because the older you get, the more you're a judge of people. You're a very good judge of people. And sometimes you don't follow that, what you feel. You don't follow it because you think your head takes over, says, "Oh no, that couldn't be so," or "No, that's not important." and yet it always ends up to be. It always ends up to be. And you think, I should have listened to my little voice inside saying that to me. As a lover, back again, as a friend, I think you'd do anything to help anybody. If they're sick, if they need help, if they just need support, you're usually always there for them. And hard for you to find somebody you feel that close to, if you're an Aquarius. Very few people you feel close to in your lifetime. Very few, really close to. I mean, that you talk to often and can say anything to, and that old saying, a friend is one who loves you, who knows all about you and loves you just the same. And that's the way you are. As a lover, as a romantic lover, romantic companion, you're also the same way. And you're very, very loyal, very, almost to a, I don't want to say to a fault. You're really, the person you're with, that you really care about, you do everything to make them happy. I mean, everything, as far as cooking, meals, clothes, taking care of things for them, taking care of all the little things they don't have to do, helping them get together on going on a fishing trip, more or less, or a hunting trip, or somewhere with a group of people. You're not jealous. You have it, and your companion is usually someone you can trust very much, and they trust you very much, and you usually have long-lasting relationships. Not everybody. This is not for everybody, but that's what I think you really would like to have. And someone who really cares, who, can come up behind you and say, hi, what are you fixing? Or call you and say, hey, you're having a tough day. Let's go out and let's go out and have dinner. That's the kind of person. And the person, you can talk for hours, and sometimes you do, and you have a lot of mutual friends, and yet you have your friends, and the other person, the partner, has their friends. And that's fine. There's no problem that way. And you have to make sure you pick the right person. Please do that. It's hard. It's hard because, when we fall in love, you can't help how your heart feels. You can't help how your heart feels or what it does. And when we're in love, we do silly things, we do good things. We're up, we're down. Your work, as far as your work goes, you're an excellent worker. Again, you're very much eye on the subject that you're doing, although you have a lot of other things going through your mind sometimes, and that's at all the times. You have 10 things at one time in your mind. I don't mean 10 exactly, but a lot of things, a lot of issues, whether it be kids and getting the car fixed, doing your work perfectly, balancing the budget, all those things. What are you going to have for supper? So you're very, very good as a lover and as a friend and a lover, and I believe you do make your partner your best friend, just like your right arm, and especially if you're together many years. And it's you're very attractive. Whether it's a man or a woman, you're very, very attractive to the opposite sex. Very much so. You give that, you don't even think about it. You love fashion. You love, whether it's a man or a woman. For a woman, you love hairdo. I guess a man does too. Clothing, how you look, the statement that you make. You take care of yourself very well. Very, very well. It's very good. Your health is good. And this next year ahead is going to be this next year ahead is going to be better. Things will get much better after this full moon and the new moon of August. It'll be much better for you. Things will be much better for you by the end of December. Things are going to grow for you. I know it's been tough. It's been tough for a lot of Aquarius. I mean, really tough in all ways. And right now, since it's coming closer to the end, you'll find there's days when, gosh, everything goes wrong. From picking up, forgetting to pick up something at the grocery store, to the car overheated, to one of the kids is sick at school, and all at one time. It just seems to come that way. And there's many, many things. I'm just stating some examples. You're very loved. You don't worry about being popular, but you seem to be, I don't know if I want to say popular, but people like you. People love you. I think they can sense the sincerity. You're sincere, no matter what it is. You're sincere and very straightforward. Some people don't like it you're so straightforward, but that's fine. You're honest and straightforward and very sincere and very loyal. But you always try and remember people and help people out. So this is just a little thing on Aquarius I thought I wanted to do because I've had a lot of people ask me to do that. So here we are. Have a great day. Have a great week. Bye-bye.